Today's workout is going to be a skill EMOM. We're going to go every minute on the minute for 20 minutes, alternating each minute from row to ring muscle up. For some of you, this is going to be a ring muscle up workout. For others of you, this will be an opportunity to build on the skill of ring muscle ups, but it is going to have you pushing a little bit more here on the row. The row is meant to be a disruptor, meaning that if you are someone who is proficient at the row, it will kind of throw a wrench in your movement, and it will give you an opportunity to work while you're tired, okay? So we want to kind of keep this in mind as we move through this workout, because we are going to be really focusing on the ring muscle up today. The workout starts off on the row, all right, and that's going to be 200 meters for the men, 150 meters for the women. The time you have remaining in the minute once you hit those meters will be your rest and transition. Once we get to the following minute, you'll go ahead and complete as many ring muscle ups as you can. If you have ring muscle ups, this is an opportunity to see how many you can string together or how many you can get in an unbroken set. It's also an opportunity for some people who may not have consistent ring muscle ups to really work on this as a kind of opportunity to see how far you can go before failure. All right, so this is going to be one of those workouts where we really need to find the lane that we're in and be realistic, and then try to work on the skill and focus on one thing in the muscle up. All right, so again, as we scale this, if you have muscle ups, get as many as you can in that minute. If you're still working on them or you have a few here and there, you can go ahead and do muscle ups and muscle up attempts. And then if we're not there yet, we can work on the transition of the ring muscle up, and that can be done one of two ways. Now, if we're still working on our strength or understanding the muscle up as it is, then we can go ahead and start with our feet on the ground. We're going to establish a strong false grip. That's going to be where the hand and the wrist kind of meet the rings. We're going to bring those fists together, elbows pointing forward. We'll use our legs to lift our body up to the rings. We'll lean back slightly so we're hitting kind of where the rib cage and the stomach meet. And then from here, we'll go ahead and transition into the lower portion of the dip. We'll jump up to the support, and then we'll reverse that. Lower ourselves down to the dip. We'll go ahead and keep those elbows nice and close, bringing the rings forward, leaning back slightly, and then coming right back down, okay? This is gonna be the lowest scale here. Now, if that's easy, or you feel like you have progressed into the next one, you can go ahead and start by moving from this transition down on the ground into more of a lean back. And on the lean back here, we're gonna go ahead and lift our chest up to the rings, pull over fast, jump up, and return. Okay, we'll be reversing it from the top, going from the bottom to the top and back down. Now, you may have graduated from that, understanding the concepts and kind of the order of operations on the muscle up. So now we can go ahead and apply a band. All right, so we can utilize the band's elasticity to kind of help us through that range of motion. So you can see I looped one end into the other, and then I draped the other end over the top. This is where I'll hold so that it stays in place. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself into it, kind of like a swing. And then from here, I'll sit down underneath. Now, as we go, the transition is going to be fast. I have to ensure that my elbows stay nice and tight. You should have your elbows pointing forward, and then as we go up, you'll point them behind you. So from here, we're going to go ahead and pull really hard to our chest, and then we'll go ahead and transition up. It's going to be pulling through, getting that transition, and then coming up to the top of the dip, coming back down, and lowering back to that nice, good seated position. All right, So that's gonna be something that we'll practice in the warm-up. We'll see where we're at, see where the progression is gonna take us, and then we'll go ahead and hit this EMOM, all right? So I know that maybe some of you never hoped for a ring muscle up, but there is some good strength opportunities. We're gonna be the strength building in the pull, the strength in the transition, really helping the shoulder strength, and then the press through the arms. So breaking this down and actually working on this skill can help your strength in so many different areas. It's an opportunity for you to get better, not to skip.